Okay, so I've got these snowballs that I got from the Dollar Tree. And I have 3 sizes, but I'm just using 2. And then I got this sled I got from the Dollar Tree. And don't mind my brown spot. I was checking some stuff out, okay? And I got a piece of fabric, and I have a little hat from Walmart in their ornament section, okay? And then a hodgepodge of little stuff. So I'm going to finish what I was doing. I am taking a wipe, and I am using my... oh, good Lord, what is it? Wax. Waverly wax. Antique wax. And I'm going to stain this sled right here. I'll get it together in a minute here. I got what I could, and then I used this makeup thing. I love these things. And I'm just going to get in my little cracks and crevices. Or not mine, but the sled's cracks and crevices. We're going to leave mine alone, okay? And I'm going to finish staining this thing. Got it all stained. And I'm going to take my handy dandy heat gun and dry that sucker. Okay, now I'm going to pull this little clippy thing off of this hat. I had to use my pliers, y'all. It was kind of hard to get off. But anyway, I got it. Without tearing up the hat. Yay me. I'm going to put this on here. And as you can see, I am making a snowman. Now, I've got my snowballs glued together and glued to my sled, and I don't know where in the world that went in this video. I didn't get it or something, I don't know. But anyways, I just glued his hat down, as you see, and then I've got this fabric that perfectly matches the hat, in my opinion, and I'm just going to rip a strip. Boy, I'm a poet and didn't know it. Rip a strip. I'm going to rip a strip. My strip was too wide, so I'm going to rip a strip again. And then I'm going to use this for the scarf, as you see. And I'm just going to run this around his neck, figure out how long I want it, rip it or cut it again. I'm not sure which I did. And then that is going to be his little scarf. As you can see, I glued my little snowman in the middle of my sled. And then I'm going to tack his scarf down because it wanted to fly everywhere it wanted to go. Now, I got these 2 teeny tiny buttons. You can use beads or whatever. And I got to use my tweezers to glue these in there. But I'm just going to put a little dot of glue, stick it to his face. These are his eyes. And I might sound funny, but I'm kicked back in the recliner, y'all. And I am freezing to death. But anyways, there goes his second little beady eye there. I think this is so cute. They're kind of big, so if you wanted to make them smaller, you could use little black beads. Now I'm going to use the larger. These are buttons, and I'm just going to glue them on his little belly there. And I'm only using 2 because, you know, there's not much space there. He's got a little bead belly. So, anyway, there went his 2 buttons on. And I'm going to hold those till they... Don't burn yourself through the buttonholes. But anyway, now I'm going to use a little shish kebab skewer thing, whatever. And I'm just coloring it with a marker. And I cut the tip off. And then I paint that because I didn't want it real pointy. But then, this is so goofy. I went to cut it. And it just, there it went. I lost it. So I'm going to sharpen this with a little sharpener. And then I'm going to go again. Y'all do not need to see how many times I mess this up before I get the right snippers to cut it. But anyway, I'm just going to sharpen and color, sharpen and color. And you don't need to see it. Good gravy. I finally got one, y'all. I'm just going to put a little dot of glue. Smush it in that pom-pom snowball thing. And I'm going to cock mine to the side just because I think that's cute. Now, you don't have to if you don't want to. That's up to you. Now, here comes the gorgeous part, okay? He's done. I'm not putting cheeks or mouth. I don't want a mouth on him. He's just going to be plain. Most of this greenery, if not all of it, came from Hobby Lobby. And I'm just going to take these little sprigs I cut off and glue them under his rumpty-dump there. And I'm going to do this on the other side. Everything I do to one side, I'm going to do to the other side, okay? Because I want it even. And like I said, most of this greenery, the eucalyptus, that's sparkly, and pine cones and everything came from Hobby Lobby. So I'm just going to let you watch me while I play music. And this is just up to you what you want to stick in yours or what you have. Or if you don't want to do anything to it, that's up to you. I do want to say this thing right here, this little pom-pom looking thing or whatever, I don't know. I love this thing. It is so stinking gorgeous. But anyways, here you go. Now that I got the greenery on and the berries and pine cones and all that like I like it, I'm just going to put the string back on, and then it's going to be, the sled and all that will be done. And then I'll have to work on him just a little bit. Now I have these holly leaves and berries I bought at Hobby Lobby. And I am just going to, I was going to put them on there. I thought they'd be, look alright, but they're really, really big. So I'm going to take these apart, and I'm going to take just 2 of the leaves, and then I'll take the berries off and glue them on separately. But I think that I didn't use these berries because they were brighter, so I used some of the pitberry berries, or the other berries that I had on there, from the little wires, the 2 on a wire. So I think I cut those off and used those. But anyways, I just glued 2 leaves, one facing one way and one facing the other, as you see. And then I'm just going to incorporate these little berries in there. Now I'm going to take a few of the holly leaves and cut them off. And I'm just going to stick them down in the greenery. It gives it another color. And it just, I don't know, it adds something to it. And I liked it, so I did it. Once I got that in there the way I wanted it, now I'm going to make some hands. You can see one down there. I'm going to take a piece of this wire that came from these berries where I was cutting the berries off. And I'm going to take that wire and I'm going to bend it around. Then I'm going to use a piece of the brown pitberry wire that has no berries on it. And I'm just going to take the thinner wire and I'm going to twist it around. And I'm going to cut pieces off, just a little piece. And I'm going to run it around by twisting one way and one the other. And of course this won't stay on. So I'm going to take my needle nose pliers and hold one. Then I'm going to take my mini pinchies, as my grandson says. And I'm going to hold the other. And I'm going to pull tight. And that secures it pretty much. And then I'm going to bend my little arms up and bend them with the little pinchy pliers until it looks right to me. And then I'll pinch it all together. And that's what I'm going to use for my arms. When I get it shaped the way I want it, I'm going to take one of the Dollar Tree furniture markers in walnut. And I am going to color all my wires and make them the same color to look more like a stick. Once the marker dries, all I got to do is take hot glue, put a little bit on the end, shove it down in the pom-pom. And then my snowman's arms are on. And I'm fixing to wave my hands like a maniac. I don't know what I was doing. But anyway, now I've got this wire, and I've had it for a long time. And I'm just going to make little twisties, and I'm going to glue them in here sporadically, just to give it a little something, something, because I think they're cute. So all I'm going to do is wrap this wire around this little skinny skewer stick, or shish kebab stick, whatever you want to call things. And then I'm going to pull it out slightly, and I'm just going to glue those in randomly. Okay, now I'm going to take this stick. I'm not even going to say what it is because I don't know. I'm going to poke it down in there, and I'm going to cut it off to where I think it should be. I want to make a little sign. And then I ended up not using the shorter one, but I needed a taller one. But anyway, I've got a piece of muslin fabric, and I'm just going to snip and rip, making it, it was too big. So I'm going to make it smaller. I want some of the wood to show. And then I'm going to take, once I get this cut down, I'm going to take my shears, pruning shears from the Dollar Tree. These are the best when you can get them in the spring to cut these sticks. It doesn't, it cuts through them better, and it doesn't shred it so bad as regular scissors. But you can cut it with regular scissors. But I'm just going to cut me a little piece off. And I think I'm losing my voice, y'all. I don't know. I talk too much, my husband said. But anyways, I'm going to cut me a piece off. And then I'm going to make a little sign by using a real thin, fine Sharpie. That's all I'm going to use is a Sharpie marker. Now I'm going to write, "Let it snow." Now when you write on this, you're going to have to hold it down really tight because your fabric will slip as you're writing, and then none of it will come out right. But before I write on that, I'm going to stain my wood pieces and then make sure these are dry or your glue won't stick. But I'm just going to stain both pieces, except in the back where I'm going to stick the wood because I want the glue to hold. And then you'll see what I do. Now I'm just going to take fabric tack glue, and mine is just in this bottle, but it's fabric tack glue. And I'm going to add fabric tack to the fabric, and then I'm just going to lightly tap it to stick it down. And then there's my sign. How cute. And then I'm going to glue it to the stick. I'm going to stick it down in there, kind of slanted. So all I'm going to do is put hot glue around my stick. And then I'm going to shove it down in there. And hold it just a minute to make sure that it stays where I want it. And then there it is. How stinking cute. If you think this little guy is cute and you like this video, please leave me a thumbs up. Consider subscribing to my channel and ring that bell to be notified every time I upload a video so you don't miss any content. Or entertainment, as some say, or comedy, whatever. Until next time, you are a blessing. Goodbye.